Iconoclast Speaks.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Iconoclast Speaks. I am the Iconoclast and I'm here to speak with you from inside my bunker. So, something I was thinking about is comfort zones and how we like to get into these little comfort zones of where we exist, what we do, who we talk to, who we hang out with, where we spend our time, our activities, and just how we interact with people in general and how we live our lives. And I think that there's a whole lot of world out there that we're missing out of because we stay in our comfort zone, because we're unwilling to get outside of it. And that's sad because we're missing out on a lot of things. And it could be anything. It could be anywhere from like changing your hairstyle. It could be anywhere from getting some different clothing. It could be anything to like going up and talking to someone that you've never talked to before. That could be outside your comfort. I don't know what your comfort zone is. Some people's comfort zones are very tight. Others are a little bit looser. Mine is kind of loose. I'm willing to try things, but still there are things that are outside my comfort zone. A few years ago, I started taking a dance class, and that was way outside of my comfort zone because I'm in my 40s. I'd never taken a dance class. Started taking a tap class. Actually performed in a recital, which again was outside my comfort zone. I don't mind being on stage and, being funny, being silly, entertaining people, but in my head, taking a dance class and then performing the dance on a stage was way outside my comfort zone because in my mind, the teacher had spent so much time choreographing this thing, and there's other people in the class that were really trying hard, and I was like, gosh, I don't want to be the one that sucks and then make the dance look stupid, make the other people look stupid. So for me, my comfort zone is I want to make sure everything goes perfectly, which is near impossible to make things go perfectly all the time. Sorry for hitting the mic. But I did it anyway. I'm actually this coming week, the next time you see me, I will have done something that's slightly outside my comfort zone because it could get a lot of looks, could get some judgments. So you'll see next time I do the podcast, if you watch the videos, you'll see, wow, he did something crazy. And no, it's not going to be a neck tattoo because I have a very low threshold of pain, and so I can't handle tattoos. Getting a tattoo, yes, that is outside my comfort zone because it hurts, but also I have nothing I want on me for that amount of time. I just know me. If I got a tattoo, I would have immediate buyer's remorse, and that's just me. But there are other things that are outside my comfort zone. I started going to the gym a few years ago. Working out in a gym environment was outside my comfort zone because I had never really worked out with weights. I knew that I was going to look kind of weird, silly, being, I think I was 40 when I started. So being 40 and weighing like 135, 140 and going to the gym and lifting weights and getting wore out lifting 20-pound dumbbells, I knew that there were going to be people there that, I felt would be looking like, oh my gosh, look at this, like, dude, man, that's pathetic. But I did it and I persevered, and now I'm up to 25-pound dumbbells. So, you see, we've got to get to the point in our lives where we are pushing our comfort zones and getting further and further out. And not just like in activities, but in talking and meeting with people. A lot of times we only hang out with the people in our immediate circle, like our family and our immediate friends, and we don't try and expand that. We don't try to learn other people's minds and cultures, beliefs. A lot of times if you're a church-going person, you go to your church, and that's it, and you talk to those church people, and you don't talk to anyone but those church people. You don't go out with anyone that's not inside your church zone. Same thing can happen if in any social structure. It doesn't necessarily be church. It could be your school friends. You go to this school, you're only friends with people in this school, and you don't venture out beyond that. And I think we learn a lot about ourselves when we're put into new situations where we don't know the people, we don't know everything, and we aren't in our A game zone. And I know I do. Like when I'm put into a situation where I have to rethink how I say and how I do things, that it helps me grow, and it helps me become a better person, helps me think differently, and to take other people's thoughts and how they do things into consideration. And so that's my challenge for you this week. Go out, get outside your comfort zone, meet somebody new, hang out with somebody new, maybe go to, let's say, I keep throwing church, but let's say you go to this church all the time, go to a different church and see how they do their church. If you only hang out with certain friends at this barista area, that's who serves coffee, coffee shop, go to a different coffee shop. If you only hang out on this side of town, go to the other side of town. Try different areas. Get outside of your routine. Try something new. Break it up and see how it goes. See what happens. And you might be surprised at what you discover about the world and what you actually discover about yourself and who you are. You'll be like, whoa, I had no idea I could do that. And I think it's going to be great if we can start doing that and people start doing that and start understanding each other and understanding a different perspective for a little bit. So I just thank you for stopping by. Check out the other videos. Also, there's another great podcast out there that is unsung, and he's phenomenal and hilarious. It's Up and Loaded. Go to Up and Loaded on Facebook, and you'll find him. I think it's upandloaded.com if you don't have Facebook. So check out Up and Loaded, and check out his podcast. It's Chris to Chris. And he also has a bunch of YouTube channels that you can check out as well. When you get to Up and Loaded, you'll find them. So that's my shout out for the week. Go get it. Get it done. Break outside of your comfort zone and have a good day. See ya.
The Iconoclast speaks.